Okay, all right. Thank you, everyone. Again, welcome to the chat with Shelly. We will go ahead and get started. So agenda for today, whoops. Jennifer, I can't see the agenda for today. They can, but there you go. You could read it to me, perhaps. Okay. We'll talk about mail and packages, update on campus projects from Lorraine. We'll get an update from dining services from Dave and Vivian. Unfortunately, we're going to be talking about scams again. We've had a couple more things pop up, and I just truly believe that the more we know, the better we'll do. We'll also discuss the emergency plan booklets. Some of you may have already picked it up from your mailbox. We're going to talk about bicycles again. I have a little update on bicycles. And then I'm looking to add an executive director newsletter. So I'm wanting some input on that. We'll also discuss the Inspire Me recognitions, and I have a little challenge for you all. And then we'll have time for questions and comments. And I have giveaways to pavilions. We're not going with Amazon this time. So giveaway to pavilions. All right, so next slide. Okay, so let's get this out of the way right from the get-go. I've gotten a couple of emails about this. On Monday, we had a very big faux pas. We did not deliver the mail. So some of you may have noticed, some of you may have not have noticed. But it was an absolute mistake on our part. I take full responsibility as the executive director of our community. And it was really a lack of communication, and we will do better. So I apologize to those of you that were off-put by the lack of mail on Monday. I would be as well. Just know that we are taking care of that. So next, I'm going to have Lorraine come up and discuss packages.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Oh, good. Okay, I can see notes here. I hope everyone can see me okay on Zoom. So nice to see all of you. So yes, I want to talk about our new package process for a minute. We have been working very heavily for the last 60 days, putting this new process in place. The front desk, who normally receives all of our packages, has been completely squeezed out. So there is no more room for packages up at the front desk. They've, the online age has taken over, and the abundance of packages that we receive on a daily basis has just become too much for the front desk. So we created a new location out on our loading dock. We put together, with the help of Shelly, we were able to add a new team member. So we have Marilyn Carrillo, who moved over from our dining department. She is our new parcel specialist. I have her extension up there, but you'll also be getting that in writing next week. We have new state-of-the-art tracking software that we're using. It's part of our overall security system, which is called Verkada. And instead of logging all of our packages manually, they're now going to be scanned with the iPad. So it'll make it much more efficient, should make the process much faster. Our new storage location is out on our loading dock. How many people know where our loading dock is? Yeah, it's down by the clinic. So we have not formally opened the package room yet. It's actually going to be open beginning on Monday, March 18th. And again, more detailed information will go out next week from me on this. We will have pickup hours from 10:15 a.m. to 1:00 p.m. And then again, 3 p.m. from 4:45 p.m. And that is going to be on Tuesdays through Saturdays. So those are the days that Marilyn works. On Mondays, we will have something different in place. And again, that will be in my letter that comes out next week. There's been a lot of details. So, and I know that this past week, there was a little bit of a transition as we started to move packages from the front desk over to the loading dock. That was intended to be behind the scenes. If any of you, did not get packages in a timely manner during that time frame, I'm very sorry. We do apologize. That's not our intention. We have been trying to keep all the behind the scenes work that we're doing completely, unaffecting the process that affects you, because our number one goal is to get packages to you as quickly as possible. We will still be delivering packages to your room. I do have a question for all of you regarding indoor package delivery. I would like to send out a memo next week to you guys asking more in detail about that. We'd like to see if you guys are comfortable to help expedite package delivery if we can do package indoor drop off. So Marilyn would be the person that would be doing that. And that means maybe if you're not home, she could come in and drop the package off and exit. So it all depends if you're comfortable with that. If you're not comfortable with that, that's fine too. But I'd like you all to think about that. And then when the survey comes out, if you could please answer for me and get that back to me, that would be great. And then we'll see how we move forward with that process. There will still be after hour pickup, and we can arrange for that, whether it needs to be at the front desk or possibly have it delivered by security. So we will make sure that everybody gets their packages on time. Does anyone have any questions for me on that? Eduardo?
Up to now, when the package comes in, the Maryland has been giving us a ring.
Yes.
To say the package is here, to come and pick it up, or if not, I'll bring it to you.
Yes.
In that listing there, it doesn't say anything about how you get alerted, or do you just get your package, and if you institute a new procedure.
Right.
I'd be mighty happy to have it just put inside my apartment.
Yes.
But I understand some of my neighbors who have pets are nervous.
Of course.
Somebody opening the door and letting the pets escape while they put the package in there.
Absolutely. So yes, we will still be contacting you. So again, some of the details that we're working out. Right now I have Marilyn testing our new scanner software. I have her testing it on us. So we're testing all of our department packages that come in. But again, we will continue to evolve that as far as contacting you. So our goal is to reach out to everybody personally. Sometimes that can be really time consuming and there's a lot of back and forth. So, we're going to keep working on that. The process is going to evolve. Everyone's feedback is really important. I received some really good feedback over the last couple of days on package delivery. So if you guys have any feedback, please call me, please email me, because all of that is working into our new process. Irene.
Most of these are coming through UPS or Federal Express or.
Right.
We always get a notification from them that it is delivered.
Yes.
Why do we have to require Maryland to call us personally anyway?
That's a good point. So did everybody hear that? So what Irene said was that, if it's coming through UPS, if it's coming through Amazon, sometimes even the post office, you already get notification that it's been delivered here at White Sands. So why do you have to get additional notification? That's a good question. Does everybody, maybe show of hands, does everybody want additional notification? Yes, some people still do. Yes. Yes.
Down to the cage where we just picked it up the last couple of days.
No, you don't have to. No, we still can deliver, but you will be welcome to come down to the mail room. So, yes. It does help, if people can come and pick up packages. And it also depends on what type of package it is, the size and everything. So our goal is for you guys to not be as burdened as much as possible. So we'll go from there and see how it works. But again, everybody's feedback is really important. So please let me know. Eduardo.
I had a related question. When you're on travel or extended travel, absence, and your mail accumulates. In the past, they used to pile it up in a box behind the.
Right.
Maryland is ready to have a special section for future delivery because the resident is absent.
We have not discussed that, but we will. Thank you. Those are the types of questions that I need to have.
Can you
Yes.
repeat the question?
Yes, I'm sorry. So Eduardo's question was in the mail, when the mail is processed, we set it aside at the front desk if you guys are away. So what, can we do the same thing with packages? Have a place for future delivery? So she and I will work on that and I will make a note about that, or maybe Jennifer can make a note for me. Yes. So if, after her hours, Marilyn goes home at 6 o'clock, so anything after 6 p.m. Yes. So if you know that you're going to be out, but you want to pick up your package, she'll leave it for you at the front desk. Yes. Other questions? Yes. Oh,
But what factors are gonna be delivered to the post office box and what are going to be delivered to me? I don't go to the post office box every day. So a lot of my packages get sort of slumped over 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days. And I wonder what makes package come to the post office box, our boxes.
Our boxes. I believe those are the ones that have come mainly from, I think from that Herman intercepts. So Herman's usually the ones that he'll intercept those and he puts them in the mailboxes and the post office boxes. So, okay, again, good feedback. So we will take note of that. Okay, any other questions on packages? All right, well, thank you for your patience on that and please bear with us as we work through the process. Okay, some campus updates. So I wanted to share one of my new construction documents I just received regarding our pool project. So it's just an illustration of the pool with our new jacuzzi. Here's a little more up close look at the new jacuzzi at 6 seats, 16 people. 16. I'm envisioning parties in the spa. You all have to promise to behave. This is a rendering of our new equipment room, and you can see it is greatly expanded. It's actually been done very, very nicely. So the contractor has done a really great job on it, but you can see it's much larger. It'll hold all of our equipment. And right now it is in the pre-planning stages or pre-review with the city. So I don't have a time frame yet, but we should expect at least probably another 90 days of review with the city. Some other projects that we're talking about are the gazebo. Who's seen the gazebo? What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, it's a nice improvement. So we've had the roof replaced, the paint's been painted, flooring has been installed. Next, we're adding some new plants, lighting, and then also some new furniture. Our memory support deck is moving right along. They've done a fantastic job. Our projected completion time is mid-April. Solar project, we're currently waiting on SDG approval to connect. So our projected energized date is the second week of April. We have bird stop that's going around all of the panels up on top. So to protect the birds from going, or protect us from the birds going in and nesting. And then we will have the remainder of the tile work, which begins in a couple of weeks. Once all of that is complete, all of our regular bird stop will go up, our bird wire, to keep the seagulls off the roof. Our sewing room, our work is complete in there. Right now I'm working with the craft committee on the furnishings. We expect to be complete the end of April. Our health center shower room, we began that on Monday. We expect that's going to run about 8 to 10 weeks. We just purchased a new mobility van, and that's expected to arrive week of 3/18. I hear Pat woohooing back there. And Spectrum. So we just are finalizing our contract with Spectrum. We've had a lot of negotiations with them. The new contract right now is projected to have over 300 channels. And yes, it includes Turner Classic, the tennis channel, sports channels. It's got a lot. Larger remotes, improved internet speed up to 1 gigabyte, ability to upgrade premium channels. You're gonna have what's called a world box, and the world box allows Spectrum to upgrade you remotely. So if you decide you want to have HBO, you just call them and they'll just do their thing, and there it is. They don't have to come out and change your box. Same for DVR capabilities. So if you want DVR, you just call them up and say, I'd like DVR, boom, 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 they will plug it in and there it goes. There's also a voice option for anybody who may be interested in a voice option with telephone. I brought my paper with me. I had a feeling there would be that question. Yeah, I think it's $12.99. Single DVR is $12.99, and then multi DVR is $19.99 a month. So it's a pretty good rate for DVR service. I'm sorry? Yeah, so. No, they'll do all that when they do the installation. They'll take care of everything. Yes,
You get the assurance that we wouldn't have the reduced capacity that we frequently have, which slows everything.
yes, we were. Yes. Yes, and yeah, and that was a long, long, long discussion. Irene,
Or, we walk by, it looks really nice, it's tile.
yes,
Are those tiles going to be slippery?
no, they're anti-slip. Yes, we made sure. Yes, yes, sure. Well, Spectrum, we expect to have our contract finalized with Spectrum in the next few weeks. So right now it's with their legal team. Once that's done, we're trying to expedite installation. So I would say sometime within the next 90 days. Yes.
Yeah, I have a DVR that I purchased separately, so I have my own account with them.
Mhm.
Did that go away and I back into the, here?
Yes, so she has her own DVR service. Her question is, can it go away? Yes, it can, and then you can take advantage of the new Spectrum service through us. Pat,
If they get the DVR, does that impact their channel 996 like it does now?
no. No,
Can you repeat the question?
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so the question was, is if you get the DVR, does it impact channel 9996? No, it does not. That includes, our package includes an insertion channel, which is specifically for our in-house TV. Yes.
You saying if we have a VR, we could get rid of that and do this? I mean, is that the idea?
You have the option to do that. Yes, yes. I'm sorry. Where, Jennifer? There's a question. Oh, hold on. We have another. Is there just one or is there more? Okay, go back up. Okay, so there's a question in chat. Can you go down a little bit? Will we still have the option to stop a program and start program up to 1 hour back so as not to miss the program? Yes, you will still have that option. So if you're watching a TV program, that's a question, and say you get a phone call and you want to hit pause on the program. So then I do it all the time at home. So, and then you want to go back to your program to pick it up once you're done with your phone call. Yes, you can do that. Yes.
Is it in the cloud or is it on local DVR?
It is, it's a very good question. It's local, but there is an option for cloud.
What is
So
the
I'm
question?
sorry, the question is it is the DVR local or is it in the cloud? So it is local, but there is an option for cloud that we have not discussed yet with them. So yes, what other questions?
I'm assuming, any further discussion or decision as it relates to both the solar, and the saltwater aspect?
Yes, so saltwater aspect is happening, so on the pool, so it will be saltwater. Solar, I'm still working on, and I'll have an update for you on solar next month. Any other questions or? Oh, I need my glasses for them. So we have a question in the chat. Regarding the pool, are the missing bird wires over the pool going to be replaced soon? Yes, they will be. I'm sorry? To keep the birds out. Oh, well, when we're done with the pool, they'll be replaced, yes. I think there's some that might be missing, yes, so we will make sure that they're all intact. And then just some upcoming projects to share with all of you. We have multiple elevator repairs that are going to be happening. The main small elevator here, our clinic elevator, elevator 2 and 3 on East Campus. We're working on some enhanced cellular coverage for the for all the campus. I apologize. That shouldn't be East Campus. Retrofitting the walkway lighting on East Campus, our Water's Edge dining patio and walkway deck coating, barbecue patio refresh, and our beach walkway and retaining wall work that we're going to be doing. Lots of upcoming projects. We are busy, but it's going great. So, and I really want to encourage all of you, if you have any questions, to please reach out to me at any time. Let me see, do we have any more questions in chat? No? No?
Yes.
What's the schedule for the pool switch to salt water? How long would the pool be closed for that?
I don't have this time. So the question is what is the schedule once we close the pool? I don't have that yet. As we get closer to finalizing our plans and our permitting, I will have that information. But we're going to wait to the last possible minute before we close the pool down because we want all of you to be able to swim as long as you can. Okay. If you guys, I'll be around afterwards if you guys have any more questions. If not, I'm going to turn it back over to Shelly.
Thanks, Lorraine. Lorraine's been very, very busy, as you can see with the list of projects that she's been dealing with. So up next, we're going to have an update from Dining Services, and they have a separate PowerPoint. So we're going to make Jennifer work for her money here today.
Yes.
Yay.
Good job. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. We are going to start off with our beautiful month in February and all the events that we had. I'm going to have Chef Dave talk about some of the pictures here that we're going to share with you.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, we like to recap how our month prior went. And as you can see on the top left, we had a reception for the Super Bowl. Next is a little dancing for Valentine's. That's Christine Bazalaki. I heard she dances like every candlelight. Isn't that right? Yeah. And then that's Israel Castro. If you don't know him, he's one of our chefs in the kitchen. He's really like a Monday through Friday soup person. He's awesome. He's been here for, I think he's been here for 12 years. And then the next is our Thursday sushi in the bistro. Check it out. And also in the bistro, we have banana bread. There's some chocolate banana bread, and that was for Valentine's Day with some white chocolate hearts. And then next, the beautiful presentation. Where is Anne? She's over there. I see her. The napkin folds for Valentine's Day, and then down below also a table setting for Valentine's as well. And then the next thing is Michelle Forbes's Coffee and Conversations. I think it was also a, what else was it called? It was like a quick dating thing. Something like speed dating. Speed dating. That's what it was. Exactly. It was really cool. I loved it. And then our Chinese New Year celebration. That was a great picture by Vivian. And then this is Sonia Placencia, our pastry chef, doing some exhibitions in the dessert, as you'll see more of coming up. Next slide. Okay. Do you want to talk about this?
Sure. Okay, I don't know if you remember this calendar. We used to have it last year, so we brought it back, and we're gonna post them in all the areas around by the dining room, up by the mailboxes, and we're gonna have extra ones for all of you to grab right by the order forms by the bar. So please grab one of these calendars. We'll be doing this monthly with all the events that we have. As you can see, we've added the Leap Day event, Shabbat gathering, champagne brunch, all different events. And tomorrow we are, oh, okay, I guess I could see it here. Tomorrow, just to let you all know, we are doing a Women's Day featuring Julia Child's roasted chicken recipe. So please come down for lunch or dinner at lunchtime and enjoy this wonderful recipe here. And remember, everybody mark your calendars. On March 10th, it's daylight savings time begins. So please mark your calendars for that. And we also have a special day coming up. We added this on the calendar on March 12th, Girl Scouts Day featuring Girl Scout cookies at lunchtime. Thank you for Mr. Freelander. I don't know, where are you back there? His grandkids were able to get us the cookies, and they will, I believe they will be here with their vests. And yeah, they'll be here at lunchtime in the Water's Edge dining room, helping us out with the Girl Scout cookies. So please come by and say hello. Chef was talking about our baker, Sonia, who's doing dessert action stations in the Water's Edge. She'll be doing that on every Wednesday, I believe, at dinner, typically. Okay, and let's not forget Pie Day. That will be on Thursday. And then we're going to start a new, well, not new, but we're bringing back our tableside salad service. So what that is the server, say you ordered a Caesar salad, the server will be right there at your table preparing the salad in front of you. So that will be coming back. We will start that on the 15th, which is a Friday. And St. Patrick's Day dinner, that will be on a Sunday this year. And I believe Pat has some dancers coming at 4 o'clock. So please come here to the Ocean View Lounge and enjoy those wonderful dancers. And then we will be having dinner afterwards, and I believe a reception as well before. We'll be, yeah, giving you more information about that. And then Monday, March 18th, we have a special pizza. How many of you have heard of za'atar? Oh, that is very nutritional and it's really, really good. Please come down on Monday and enjoy our za'atar pizza. It is, it's an herb and it's really, really good. It's actually Middle Eastern. So one of my favorite. First day of spring, we are having our kitchen tasting tour. Signups are now available at the Water's Edge dining room. So it's first come, first served. So please come down and sign up for the kitchen tour. It's really, really lots of information on that. And we have our new compost machine that we would love to share with everyone that gets a chance to come in. Let me put my glasses back on here. And we're starting our chef table drawing on the 22nd. So also sign up for that. And the actual dinner is in April. And we have our candlelight dinner on the 27th and birthday lunch in the Petit Cafe. And then we have our coffee chat that we do every Friday, last Friday of the month. And we have decided to alternate it. We usually do it at 9 a.m., but that we decided at the last chat that we'll alternate it every month. We'll do one in the morning and then we'll do one the next month in the afternoon. So we can give everybody a chance to come and join us. Okay, as you can see, we're quite busy. And finally, the last day of the month is Easter champagne brunch. So we got a busy month. Lots of fun. All right. We also have our agenda here of the coffee chat. And for those of you who weren't able to attend, it was suggested that we add some of our notes to Cubigo. So if you can't make it to the coffee chat, we will be posting all this information for everyone to see through Cubigo. Okay. And I'm going to have Chef Dave talk about this wonderful demo that we have coming up here.
So we just found out about this a week ago, actually, and the company is called Cold Snap, and it's a soft serve ice cream company. And it's actually like a Keurig. It looks like a Keurig. You literally put a cartridge inside of the machine. I've never seen it in action before. We're all going to see it together on the 27th in the bistro, and there'll be representatives showing it. And just a little bit about it, there's some flavors, or actually I have it right here, are vanilla chocolate ice cream, salted caramel ice cream, coffee ice cream, and then we also have a chocolate oat non-dairy frozen dessert as well. So I think that's really a great option. So we're going to be testing that. Let me know if it works, if you like it. And yeah, so that's coming up.
Yep.
So that's our events. Any questions? Yes.
New dinner menu is great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, so we've switched on to I think a much simpler menu. We're working out some of the, language, making sure we're kind of fitting everything on it. It was a little harder to do. Thank you very much, Anne and team, for helping us with that. I think it looks a lot cleaner. We're also getting a back for the menu to go on, so it'll look really professional once it's done. So I think once the whole project is completed, you're going to really like it. Yes. Correct. Yes. What's that?
Repeat the chat.
So the question was, will the kitchen tour include will the kitchen tour include a tasting and a tour of the kitchen? And yes, that's correct. It will be a tour of the kitchen. We're really excited to show you the equipment that we have. We have a rotisserie in there. We also have a brand new composter, which is phenomenal. We've done a few tours with it, and so hopefully soon, we actually have already started giving some compost out to some residents. I don't know, has anyone received any compost as of yet that's in here for your plants? Because to do that, because we have melon that we make every day, and we literally compost that rind, it takes like a double compost to get that down to just like a powder. It's really kind of amazing. But that's going to be available for you to pick up if you'd like it for your plants. It's very concentrated. The question was, will we be able to donate any of our compost? And at this point, we're really just using it for the kitchen. We have plenty of production. We take about 100 pounds and it will go down to 10 pounds. So it's really amazing process. And this is part of our program. It's called Waste Not To, where we actually put in the waste that we use each day. And so we can actually see the waste that we have in the kitchen, what goes into the compost. And we're right on track, just so you know. We look at all of the different operations, and we do a very good job with it. We're probably like about 85 to 90% with waste in a positive way. Yes. Any other questions?
Carol raised her hand. Hi, Carol.
Hi, I just wanted to let everybody know that Chef Dave and Bob Kriegel are working on a plan for how to dispense this. So the Green Committee's represented by Bob is working hard with Chef and has been for quite a while now, waiting for this wonderful happening. So, and I did receive some of the compost, and I'm excited about. I just planted a new lemon tree in a pot with it. So thank you, Chef.
That's great. Yes, we've been meeting prior along with Lorraine. We're very excited about having it here. It's part of our sustainability program here at White Sands. And, in addition to that, just so you know, we have a really good sustainability chart that shows us how sustainable we actually are here. And we do a very good job. Yes.
Items that are readily available very much abbreviated, and I wonder, does that mean you're planning on cutting down those items, or can you explain?
Sure. So the question was, for the all everyday menu, are we trying to cut down that menu? Because on the new menu, it looks condensed. And the answer is no. It's all available still. It's just really fitting it on that sheet. It's an 8.5 by 11. So that's really the reason. But that was what I was saying before, is we're trying to make sure we can actually fit it all. So we're compressing it a little more, but we also want you to be able to read it too. So, yes.
If you want to get some of the compost from the plants, who do you talk to? How do you do that?
So, that's what we were just talking about. We're actually going to advertise this. We wanted to kind of practice and make sure that we're good, because, it takes a little while for a habit to, go into place. And we've had it for about a month now. So we want to get good at the process of composting. And then we'll have there'll be actually an article in the Sandpiper letting you know how to order it. So yes, good question. Any other questions? Yes.
Are we ever going to have pastrami again?
Well, you just asked, so you will. Thank you for asking. Yes, we'll make a note of that. Yes. Will we have pastrami again? Yes. And by the way, I'm actually right now working on, not right this very second, but I'm working on the spring and summer menu. My goal is for it to be mid-April, but I don't really want to say exactly when right now, because we have a lot of details that we have to do. We have new recipes and all of that execution. It's pretty detailed. So, we have a 7-week seasonal menu that we do. This is our third time that we've done this menu. And we want to keep it very consistent with the plan, because I think it works really well. It keeps everything rotating very well. I think that's really good, but that takes a little bit of time. So that's the plan. So pastrami, it's heard. Thank you. Any other questions? Well, thank you very much. And if you have any questions for us, you can always give us a call. You can, if you needed details on composting down the road, you can always call the front desk, 55825. We'll get you to the people that can answer you the questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, one more question.
Yes.
Jeff, mentioned to us during your coffee chat that an efficient way to get to you is to put down on the common cup in the dining room. So I wonder.
Yes. Good answer, good point. Please use the comment cards if there's something that you love or you want to see it again, especially since we're changing the menu. Sometimes, like, maybe pastrami drops off and you're like, where did it go? It's not available anymore. So just, yes, let me know on comments what you really like, what's working. And I do try to sit down and have breakfast with some of you guys sometimes, and I hear a lot of gossip, and so I find out what you really like.
And the comment cards are at the host.
At the host stand, and we are really trying to drop them at the table too. That's one of the things we want to do. All right, thank you very much. Sorry, Shelly, too long-winded.
Thank you. Now Jennifer's going to get us back to the other slideshow. So what I heard is we have a secret menu, just like In-N-Out. Everything's not on it, but if you ask, they'll give it to you. I know working in dining, it's hard to list everything on menus, and going from an 8.5 by 14 to an 8.5 by 11, some things would have had to have been missed. When Dave said we're looking at a sleeve for the menus, it means an actual menu hardcover that will be placing the menus in. So it will be a more professional look. I apologize. We have a couple of different presentations here. Thank you. Okay, so scams. We're back to talking about scams. I've actually had 3 people now reach out to me just this week. The first resident, which this may have been gone out on Gaggle Mail because I asked her to send it out on Gaggle Mail, was notified by the supposed grandson stating that he was in a car accident, he broke his nose, he hit a pregnant woman. The police have determined that it is this grandson's fault. He's going to jail, and please help me, grandma. There will be a public defender calling you, and you'll make all the arrangements through the public defender. So rightfully so, this resident was very upset. Sounds like the grandson, they broke the nose, maybe, maybe that could have been them. Talks to the public defender, again, very urgent need. You've got to send $15,000 to get your grandson out of jail. And that's where the resident really got smart and started asking a lot of questions and determined that it was a scam. So, the key to scams is they want money and they want money quickly. As my friend Henry Friedlander would say, don't answer the phone. When people call, just don't answer the phone. Scammers will just not leave a message. Don't answer the phone. If your family calls, call them back. So I think that's sage advice. The other one that I heard of was just more email phishing scams. Getting notified from the IRS saying that you have a tax refund due, but we need your social security number to apply that tax refund. Or Amazon stating that we need you to update your credit card information or verifying your social security number. And then I got another one today talking about Medicare calling and wanting to update your Medicare information and seeking some personal information. So be careful, everyone. Scammers are getting more and more sophisticated. We talk about this all the time. I just want you to be safe. When in doubt, do nothing. Call a trusted friend, call someone here at White Sands, call a family member, talk it through with them. The caller can wait 15 minutes certainly until you figure out if this is legit or not. So when in doubt, do nothing, seek advice, or as my friend Henry would say, just don't answer the phone. Okay, emergency plan booklet. I want to acknowledge the Human Good Resident Council, led by Anita Holmes, for really pushing the White Sands and other communities to complete an emergency plan booklet. As many of you learned, we had a fire in one of our communities over a year now, and it became a total loss. And when the paramedics, firefighters went into that building, they found that some residents had opened up their emergency plan booklet that was put together by that community to see what the directions were. So it was effective. White Sands has not had one, and many of the other life plan communities within Human Good had not had one. So after many, many revisions, working with the council and Anita, working with Lisa Holland, John Burke, our safety officer at Human Good, they have come up with this emergency preparedness plan book. You will find it in your mailbox today if you've not already retrieved it from your mailbox. I think it's really well done. And inside this book are 2 inserts specific to White Sands. One is just a 1-pager. It's titled Evacuation Plan. And the second one is titled Evacuation Assembly Points. So take a look at that. This is meant to be kept possibly on your refrigerator for easy access, or somewhere that to grab it in the event of an emergency, to seek guidance. I suggest everything pertinent stay on your refrigerator. I tell people to keep their post on the refrigerator, which isn't very attractive, but in the event of an emergency, it's easily accessible to paramedics, as this would be easily accessible to you in the event of an emergency. So things addressed in the book are communication, emergency supplies, earthquake preparedness, power failures, and then what to do in the event of various scenarios like active shooter, fire, earthquake, and so forth. So if you have any questions regarding that booklet, please reach out. Louise.
General question about fire alarms. We've had now, I have 4 instances in the last couple of weeks. 2 were late at night, and the last one was more recent, was in the morning when we were at breakfast. The alarm went off, then it stopped, then it went off again. Nobody knows whether this is for real or if it's just
So the question is, for our Zoomers, the question is about fire alarms. When the fire alarm goes off, no one knows if it's real, what they should do. So we talked about this and we're going to post something on Cubigo after the alarm so that everyone can go to Cubigo, they can understand what took place. Sometimes we test the fire alarms, we give you notice when we do that. If it's just a random anomaly, which sometimes happens, we will post that on Cubigo as well.
In the moment, you have no way of knowing.
In the moment, if it were to affect you, your block captain will call you or you would get a message from Human Good to evacuate, whatever needed to be done. Someone would knock on your door. Please know that White Sands is a concrete building. The odds of us having a fire rip through White Sands and destroy the entire building are very, very small. Not saying it couldn't happen, but I want to kind of alleviate some of your fears. We are a cinder block building. What about East Campus? East Campus is not a cinder block building. So, yeah, go through the protocols. Remember, we just implemented a plan with the help of Jean Dotson, Martha Thumb, Alan Armstrong, Trace Hughes, and Jack Schwellenbach on emergency preparedness with block captains. We're doing this for a reason, not just for show. It is for a reason. So the block captains can call the front desk to get more information. We can relay information to the block captains. We don't want everyone calling the front desk because that ties up the line and it ties up the line for the emergency personnel as well. So let's work together and use the tools that we have in place to get the message out. Okay, next slide. Bicycles. As of a couple of weeks ago, I had asked how our bicycle campaign was going, and I was told no one's relinquishing their bikes. So we do have 2 residents. Thank you to them for relinquishing their bikes. They know they're not going to use them anymore, and they're willing to donate them to a charity. However, we've not heard from 8 bicycle owners, and I'm not sure these owners are still even on our campus. So if you have a bike and you've not gone down to look at your bike recently, there is a tag on the bike. Just fill out the tag, put it in the mailbox of 291. Let us know if you want to keep it or donate it, and then you've done your job. Our bike racks have filled up as our parking spots have filled up and our storage spaces have filled up. So we need to create space. We could certainly buy another rack, but I see no purpose in keeping bikes that we're not going to use. So if you do have a bike and you've not responded yet, please do so. Okay, Executive Director newsletter. This is something I've had in mind for some time now. Would it be beneficial if I write a newsletter monthly or every other month, filling you in on things such as project updates, occupancy rates, staffing, new hire information, policy changes, special features? Is this something that you would like, or is it one more thing that you've got to read and keep up with? Raise your hand if you would like me to do a newsletter. Maybe half? Okay. Any ideas as to what you'd like in the newsletter?
Did it every 3 months.
Every quarter? Every quarter, okay, can do that. All right, I don't want to compete with the Sandpiper, certainly, and I don't want to have duplicate information, so maybe every quarter. Vote if you'd like a newsletter every quarter. Raise of hands, and I'm sorry, I cannot see the Zoomers right now.
May I ask a question first?
Yes.
What's the intention of this?
Communication. I want to make sure you're all in the loop on everything happening that you need to be in the loop on. So if I can do a better job of communicating through a newsletter, I'm happy to do that.
If people are interested, they probably won't be coming to the monthly meeting, right?
If people are interested, they're probably not coming to the monthly meeting. They will be coming to the monthly meeting, correct?
And so if your letter comes out after 3 months, what does it intend to do?
If the letter comes out after 3 months, what will it intend to do? I guess capture those that don't come to the meeting and don't read anything else. So, I'm of the belief you can't over communicate. I want people to be in the know. I'm happy to write a newsletter if that would be beneficial to people. I used to write several newsletters in my other positions and they seem to be well received. So if we find that it's not well received, I can always stop doing it. I think Jay had his hand up first and then I'll call on you, Ken.
Great, some update, interest, like, nice to know project updates monthly or even more often. Some of the other things quarterly, so rather than newsletter, you might think about a website or one Cubigo or something that you can update when you need to.
So for those of you on Zoom, Jay said some of the things require possibly more frequent updates than others, and I may want to consider a cube on Cubigo or something like that that I can keep updated. That's a really good idea. I've not thought of that. That's a good idea. Is everyone using Cubigo? Raise your hand. Oh, a big hand. Oh, lots of hands. Good. Well done, White Sanders. Well done. And kudos to Pat, our Cubigo champion. Ken, you had a question.
Very well done, organized, tells people everything. I do think it's possible to over always be a at least 5 or 6 different ways to reach him. I don't see that another can have you take the time and have another newsletter.
So for everyone on Zoom's, Ken is saying, I think the Zoom is well done. It presents information. I'm condensing, presents information to possibly do another newsletter may not be a good use of time, but I do like Jay's idea of maybe just updating a cube in Cubigo. And then it's not a full newsletter. It would just be updates as needed. So I'll explore that option as well. Anita.
Occupancy rate, the staffing open positions and the new hire information. A lot of that you give to us at the council meeting and that goes into the council minutes and those come out monthly. So that people read the minutes.
Anita shared that some of the things that I have listed here, such as occupancy rates, staffing and open positions, comes out of the council meeting minutes that I attend monthly. So you could get that information there as well. Good point. Did I see another hand over here? Lynn? Are these recorded? This chat is recorded. Is that what you're asking? The chat is recorded. People could look at the chat recording. Yes, you're right. Oh, you all are saving me a lot of time here. Thank you. Okay. Next, Inspire Me Recognition Challenge. So our staff love to be recognized for, going above and beyond, just making an impact on your life. Human Good came up with this Inspire Me program a few years ago. It used to be called Be Gems. And I know Anita has talked on it at Get It Straight. We do have little recognitions around the corner from the front desk. I'm not a big fan of the recognition. It's quite small. The lettering is probably not appropriate for our population. But we are going to be adding different locations for these Inspire Me. So maybe outside of dining, in the clinic, so that they're more readily accessible to everyone. It does a lot for staff morale. It does a lot for staff retention. And why not recognize a job well done? So here's my challenge. When we have our staff meetings, I always look at who's doing all of the nominating, not necessarily who's receiving all the recognitions, but who's doing the nominating. And my friend Deanna Lyons back there was our champion this last quarter with having written the most Inspire Me recognitions. So I'd like to challenge you all to take part in these recognitions. We have the form, we have the tool. It goes a long way with our staff. And I'd like to read off a couple every month here, if you don't mind. And, it just does a lot for morale. I know I've talked about it. And then we have a little bit of an influx in recognitions, but then it dies out. So if you would consider doing that, I would really appreciate it. Yes.
I drafted a larger version of that.
Okay.
8.5 by 11 version, because residents can't read that.
Why don't you send it to me? So Anita drafted a larger version of this and she'll send that to me. Irene,
Been trying to use that tool, but did you see?
It's tiny.
the questions? Yeah, it's weird. The questions are so difficult to kind of address and it makes it a little bit hard.
so it lists the, it lists our goals here and our core values. So passion, inclusion, courage, innovation, and impact. And then it kind of says what each of those mean. And then they give you 4 lines to kind of tell your story. So I agree, we can do better on the form. I'm sure Anita's a stellar, so I will take hers and we'll work with that one, okay? I want it to be user-friendly for everyone, and I agree this is not user-friendly. Okay. So we've come down to questions and comments. Any questions or comments on anything that's been presented here today? Eduardo? I would love to read them at chat so that you can see what's being said, and how. I would like to. I don't have any today to share, no, but I would like to in the future. And they're always read. We have what's called connect meetings in every department, and the recognitions are read in the connect meeting. So all of the team can hear what's written and said about a team member. It really does a lot, like I say, for morale, for retention. People feel good that they've done a good job, that they've made an impact on your life, and it goes far. It's free, it's easy. It goes into our portal for human good. So everyone in the entire company can read what's been written about this team member. Yes, so the slips are right around the corner by the front desk, if you turn left, and then there's also a slip to put them in. And thank you, Anita, for putting the sign on that slip. So right where you would put your team member appreciation gifts or pay your monthly rent, there's another one that says inspire me. That's where you would drop those. Question in the chat. Comment. May I suggest that Inspire Me recognitions be a Cubigo option? Saves paper and placements. We can talk into an Inspire Me site on, oops. I'm not seeing the rest of that. So I don't think that can be a Cubigo option because it gets transpired into the Inspire Me portal, which is not connected to Cubigo. So all of the nominations that come in, Barbara English, those of you that know her that work our night shift, she enters them into the portal, which goes out to all of Human Good. So this is not something we can put into Cubigo, but I like the idea. Any more questions or comments? Pat?
Yeah, we put the State of the Union address up on the big TV here, starts at 6, so is that all right with you?
That's fine with me. So Pat is asking if we can put the State of the Union address on the big screen tonight at 6. Few residents are asking that, sure, absolutely. Okay, any other, one more question. How do residents hear what goes on in council meetings? So you would read the minutes. The minutes are stored in the library in a binder labeled resident council minutes. They're also posted on Cubigo. Okay. Mike. And you are invited to attend the meetings. Okay, anything else? Okay, time for giveaways. I purposely did not get Amazon cards this week. You might know why. Okay, first question. We're gonna see who was really reading that dining calendar. What's the superfood of the month? I'm gonna go with this group right here because I have 5 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 for Zoom. What's the superfood of the month? You had to really read it. It wasn't stated out loud. Oh, I heard someone over there, but I'm ignoring you. It's only for this section here. Does anyone know? Okay, if you don't know, I'm going to go to this section. Do you know? Chickpeas, nope. Anyone else in this section want to guess? Over here, Grace. No. Joyce, oh. Estelle got it, seeds. Estelle Ebert. Jennifer, would you do me the favor of doing that? Okay, another question. I'll see who else was really reading the dining calendar. Pie Day is March 14th. This is for this section. What pie are we offering? Irene. Key lime. Winner, winner. Okay, next section here. Oh, wait. Okay, we can do you as well. Wait, 1, 2, 3. I have one more in my office, so we'll give you another chance and we'll give you another chance. We'll go back here then. Okay, what is the date for the new package system? Is that right? Louise, you are lucky. You win a lot at these meetings. Okay, next section over there with Sharon in it and Mary, that section. Tell me one thing that's listed in the emergency planning book. That group. One at a time now. Simmer down. One thing you would find in an emergency preparedness book.
Evacuation
Oh, do you want to pass? What to do? Who said it? I'll give it to you. Mary, Ty, you got it. Okay, did we have one winner from each section? Okay, Zoomers. This is where I'm going to need Jennifer. All right, Jennifer, I need you to help me with the Zoom question. Okay, here's the Zoom question. When will the memory care deck be done? Who can type fast enough? Oh, someone's using Siri to answer that question. Let's see. When will the memory care deck be completed? Mid-April. Claire is the winner. Yes. All right, we'll give this to Claire. I think she won again last month as well. All right, anything else for me? Thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a good evening.